What's happening, weirdos? This is an exciting one. This is Samuel Beam, also known as Iron and Wine, one of my favorite performers, musicians, writers. He's incredible. If you don't know Iron and Wine, I don't know what to do with you. They're incredible. They also did the soundtrack for a movie that I just shot last year, which will be out this year, I'm sure, called St. Peter. The soundtrack really elevates the movie because they are that good. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so excited to get into it. Only a couple things to plug on my end. Go to youtube.com. It's a website. And you can watch my new special that I filmed in Portland, Oregon. It's called Silly, Silly Fun Boy. People have been finding it and loving it, and that means so much to me. I worked really hard on it. I think it's my best special to date, and you can watch it absolutely free on YouTube. Silly, Silly Fun Boy. This is my kids' book, Spells to Cast on Your Parents. It's a book of real-life magical spells that kids can cast on their parents to prove to a little dragon named Jesse, who guards the book, that says it's only for wizards. So you kind of have to prove that you're magic to make sure he doesn't burn your buns to a crisp. So check that out. You can order it wherever you get your books, and pre-orders really help us get that book out there, and I'm very proud of it. So consider pre-ordering that. And also go to PeteHolmes.com. I got my tour dates. I'm going to go to my own website right now, which feels kind of weird. Tallahassee, Irving, Texas, Los Angeles, Denver, Durham, Charleston, Sacramento, Vancouver, Madison, Seattle, Portland, and San Diego. All of them are on PeteHolmes.com. In the meantime, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for checking it out. Samuel Beam, Iron and Wine. Get into it.
How are you? I'm good. I like you got that's a bold. So an Enneagram 4, just to include you, is the individualist. Oh. And I have a thinking. I'm an Enneagram 4. Okay. But in like a who cares? But I get the feeling that you might be just because of your beard and your hair. And your clothes. Use the mic. We'll just start on this.
And everything that's on the outside.
Well, it's one of the reasons I love your music is it's not. I would say that a lot of pop music, and I like pop music, is often trying. I mean, like real manufactured. Like guys got together and built a group, and they're trying to make something that's like. That is falling into the norm, and I tend to like music like yours, where the vocal is interesting, the guitar is interesting, the production is interesting. But interesting is just another way of saying, standing out. It's trying to stand out a little bit.
Oh yeah, or is not afraid to be, personal and unique. Like just sort of.
Can I interrupt?
Please.
You've been talking too much. Shut the fuck up. No, it's painful to not be yourself. Would you agree with that?
I mean, I definitely would, because I suck at being other people.
I'm the worst at being other people.
But some people like it.
Some people, I'm obsessed with my wife, Val. She does mirror people. That's one of her strategies. My strategy is to send out sonar pings of like, I'm weird like this, will you join me? Yeah. But Val will go like, you would love her. It's a great way to...
I already do.
What are you familiar with Val? Okay. Some people are. You never know. She's on the show, but for me, that feels unsafe, like on a fundamental level, to like misrepresent how I'm feeling and stuff. Tell me what that is.
No, I definitely recognize that for sure. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of times in making art that I just need to get out of my own way. I'm like so stubbornly myself. Yes. It would be nice to just sort of be able to absorb other things and other, And
am I hearing you right? Like you could, put in something. This is not I love your music, but Thanks, you could like try to like back into some hook or a collaboration.
Yeah. No, honestly, lately that's been the best, most exciting part of what I do. Yes, collaborating with other people and bringing other things. Yeah, I mean, you can only smell your own breath so long.
So funny. It's from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which I'm reading to my daughter. He gets up on Saturdays because he can only smell his breath for so long. So it's kind of weird that you said that. I actually meant the more, not nefarious, but the more marketing-based collaboration. Like somebody might be like, you should do something with... And I like Post Malone. I'm not...
Oh, no, I know what you mean. Though,
Post Malone. I'm just saying somebody might be like, you should do it, but they're trying to force it or something.
Well, it's the only way to... Yeah, it's like they're trying to constantly make a new Reese's peanut butter cup,
That's exactly right.
You love chocolate. Yeah. You love peanut butter.
You got my Sam and my Post. That's exactly right.
But, instead of... Because the music kind of sounds the same, but they're just trying to just see
Well,
what
they're trying
happens.
to market it.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
like
see
like a Marvel movie can often be very similar to.
they figured it out a
another
long
movie.
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, they figured it out. But you want the Hulk and Captain America doing
Each
Patriot
other.
games. Well, each other. Hardcore. That would go huge.
So big.
I feel like Hulk has to be a bottom out of courtesy. Out of courtesy. Like just out of, it's not his preference. It's a safety issue. What a weird place to start. You're so welcome. I'm such a fan. Thank you for being here. We don't normally
Thank
say
you.
that, but I do want to like fold
Oh
you
man.
into this riff.
Yeah, you don't do a whole lot of musicians. You seem to have mostly comedians, which is amazing to see people behind, without the microphone and on the stage, just sort of being themselves. It's really fun.
I got the heyday of that, man. Like, I think people might be a little bit more tired. Well, certainly are more tired of that. I got because we've been doing the show for over a decade.
Wow.
And now, I know.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, boy, we were just like let out of the penitentiary and we were just like, oh my God, what's your process? And now I do think people are a little tired of comedians smelling their own farts and being like, well, it might work on Thursday.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. So we've had a good amount of musicians, am I saying that right? Musicians on, and it's always a nice change.
Yeah.
But also very similar.
Yeah,
I mean, do you relate to the comedians, and the lifestyle or the approach or
Definitely the travel,
travel.
Yeah. Or just, developing a thing that you present in front of people regularly.
And would you agree a persona? I mean,
Yeah, I
Iron
think
and
so.
Wine. I mean, you even named yourself something else as if to say, just know this is like that version of me.
Yeah, you guys should do that instead of
We do. I mean, I know
what
what you mean.
Figure out a band name.
I know I should be like tuna time. You gonna go see Tuna Time?
Yeah, you call yourself Bottom Hulk.
Bottom Hulk. Bottom Hulk Productions. Bottom Hulk, and then in parentheses, it's not his preference; it's a safety issue. Bottom Hulk.
Playing it safe.
You do have a good. Can I ask kind of I hope it's not embarrassing, but you have a really nice way with words, and Thanks, sound buddy. Stupid saying that.
No, it's very kind of you. Thank you.
But listening to you, I love the way you play, and I love the way you sing, and the whole thing.
Thanks.
I want to hear what you're saying.
Thanks.
And people want to listen to poetry.
Yeah.
But no one does. You know what I mean? Are you that way? When I hear a poem, I'm like, why don't I start every day with a poem?
Yeah, I do too. I do the same thing. I need to read more.
I need to read more poetry, specifically.
Yeah.
It'll touch me. And I'm even on mailing lists where I get mailed poems and I just spam. What rhymes with spam? Free verse this. I don't want them to touch me in my heart.
Stop touching
me, Bottom Hulk.
Well, there's only so many, you have these poems that you love so much that have moved you and made you think of your life differently, but they're not all like that.
Bro. It's like bad improv. Good improv?
Amazing.
Bad improv. How do you feel about music? If you're
it's the same.
In the Nashville airport and there's a lot of local Nashville musicians playing.
Yeah. Sometimes you walk by and you're like, oh my God.
Blown away.
That's amazing.
But you might hear somebody up and coming. How do you feel about underdeveloped music? With kindness. You might even include yourself in that. Can you like bad pizza, or is it too painful to listen to?
Oh, but it's also, there's definitely both great and terrible, or usually just kind of boring. But it's also funny. Music is such a strange thing to interact with because, not strange, but it's just fun because when you're young, you hear things and you're like, oh my God, it's incredible. I've never heard anything like that. And you get obsessed. And then later you hear it and you're like, man, I don't know, it's okay. Right. But also the opposite. Sometimes you're, something you just missed or you didn't like at all, but you hear it later in your life. You're like, oh, okay.
Because wouldn't you agree that music has fingerprints all over it? Sometimes I won't like something because it was my dad's.
Right.
I'll be like, fuck that. That's my dad's.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about John Mulaney, whenever he does SNL, I feel like he has the Talking Heads. He loves the Talking Heads. And I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name.
As you should.
Yeah, I know.
David Byrne.
David Byrne.
Yeah.
And I just said to Matt McCarthy, my dear friend, I was like, I don't know why, but when I hear Talking Heads, I just go like, this is just my dad's music.
I hate this,
I
'cause
do.
I hate my father.
I don't hate it, but it is so much closer to an issue with my dad
Yeah.
than it is an issue with that. But I'll hear
Right.
it, and I'm being driven to school.
Yeah.
So the association is different.
Right.
And I almost envy that John can hear it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I'm like,
Right.
how do you get past? Because it is
Yeah.
older, so I kind of think about being a child. It's
Yeah.
why, like, you had a song in the Twilight movie,
Right.
one of the Twilight movies, and people have this, they probably love that song.
Yeah. The
Because it
vampires.
was the vampire people.
Yeah.
Is that what you
yeah.
said?
Yeah. And the concert is like a vampire detection device.
They start freaking out.
Yeah. Start
What do you
playing.
mean?
They're like, you're like, and you know,
go paler?
You know who the vampires are. Yeah. They just get very,
They go one shade whiter.
yeah. It's fun. It's amazing.
But, like, the music, and I'm talking too much. I'm excited to meet you, but, like,
Excited to meet you.
I want to give it to you though. The music fingerprints. It's like a iPhone. It's so impressionable. Yeah. So pairing it with a movie is a really smart thing to do.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because it makes people go like, oh, I remember that time when I saw, or
Right.
seeing a concert is sort
Right.
of like a big version of like,
Yeah.
well, he played that. Like I
Right.
like the song, oh no, you think you're going to take her away with your money and your cocaine. Tom
Oh,
Petty.
yeah.
She's going to listen to her heart.
Yeah.
I like that song more because when I saw him at the Hollywood Bowl, he opened with it.
Oh, nice.
And it kind of confirmed. I was like, I knew that was a good one. But I have this memory.
I had your back, Tom.
Right?
I always knew.
I knew I liked that song for a reason. But he's the thing, it was a B-side, but then he opened the show with it.
Did he end the show, end of the song, go, Pete, you were right.
You were right, Pete.
Thanks.
And then he threw me a cigarette. And I was like, TP. But when I hear that song now, I remember that where I was standing and all that sort of. This is obvious what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, wouldn't you agree that like as you're trying to get music out there,
Yeah.
in a world that disagree if you want, but it seems like there's so many musics.
There's so many musics.
There's so many musics.
yeah.
To put it in a Canadian
Always.
way, there's much music. There's so much Canadian music. I just mean like, you ever been on YouTube and you're like, Jesus, this person is ripping it. They're amazing.
I did.
It's like a big who cares. So when
Yeah.
you're trying to get music heard,
Yeah.
right? Talk about that, would you please? I can't keep talking. I'll free associate this whole episode. I'm just saying, you see what I'm saying? Like it needs to be married to an event or a movie or a thing.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, how to break through.
Break through
to the other side.
Yeah.
Yo,
Well, they
this
played it
is
on a late night show. The Doors
this-
played that song on late night.
They did.
And it was an event.
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
So you have to be like,
I feel like if I knew the answer to that question, like how to always break through,
you'd be on the Joe Rogan
there are many
Experience
people
right now.
who could tell you, try to just, convince you they know how.
Yeah.
It's just, sometimes there's a formula and then sometimes it's just pure luck,
Yeah.
serendipity. But I do think it's wild how, music is like an accessory. It's like different than a lot of the other art forms where you, like even painting, you go to the painting and you stand in front of the painting or a play or a movie
come
or
to
like,
it,
pretty much all the others you have to give yourself over to it. Whereas music is an accessory, and that's why we like associate parts of our life with this sound and this,
Right.
you know what I mean? This
like when
experience.
the cliche is I lost my virginity to that song. So it's an also ran. Are we saying the same thing? Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
wouldn't watch a movie and they wouldn't be playing stand up underneath the breakup scene.
It's possible. It's possible.
This is
do
a new
lots of
market.
things.
This is
They
a
do
new
lots of
market I'm
things.
going for. They could. I feel like Noah Baumbach would do that. Like there'd be a great stand-up clip and they're breaking up. But you just hear like Louis C.K.
Yeah.
That's a new way.
Yeah.
But it would distract. Music it has the ability to completely overwhelm your senses. When you let it in, it's too much. It can like light you up.
Sometimes,
like
yeah.
Christmas, really. Or it can be in the background and you're like,
Yeah.
that was perfect. That was the perfect use of that song.
Yeah. And it's also funny how some people are more sensitive to it than others. Some people are like, yeah, it's cool. And then other people, it moves them.
Lose their mind.
Yeah.
I'll say as a more, it's cool person, sorry to disappoint. it's actually because it gets in me too. It's almost unbearable. How
You
much it
put up
gets
your
into.
defensive.
So I put up a defense.
Yeah, above a wall.
And I also
music
think,
wall.
I think most of it, a lot of it, is really quite horrible.
You're not getting in this, Pete.
You can't come in. And then, just like with people, that guard to stop, like, let's say a shitty earworm from
Yeah.
getting in me at the supermarket. It's a weird sentence. I might be poo-pooing good stuff, but I
Yeah.
do the same thing with people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
definitely.
what I mean? I don't like that guy's T-shirt or his hair or whatever, and like
Definitely.
that might have been my best friend.
Yeah.
but it's actually
Could have been.
an oversensitivity to music because when if I'm spacious and resourced and I listen to one song from almost anybody, it'll just I'll just cry that somebody
Yeah.
of all the horrible things you could do, you could punch somebody, you could burn down a building, they did this and they shared it. Like I'll just be
Right.
overwhelmed by that. And it almost doesn't matter who it is.
It's a juicy wormhole.
It's a juicy wormhole. Oh,
Yeah,
you like
you
that,
can
or
go
you?
in.
It's a
go
dumb
in.
thing to say, but like
Yeah.
you like.
I have a hard time. I am like you and really sensitive to it. Where I don't listen to a whole lot of music anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not a. It's not a passive experience. You know.
Can I say?
I bet you will.
Can I? Yeah, I'm gonna. Like Travis, whatever's. Can I say on his belly? That's how I feel. It's not a passive experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of it, art, all of it, all of art is not passive, and it's crowding in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I kind of envy, not really, but I can sort of envy people that are just like, I eat it all. I go to Bonnaroo and I just watch everybody. I'm like, what?
Yeah. There are people who are not. You know, they can take pain in a lot of ways than other people. You know, they have different receptors. I think a lot of creative types are very sensitive, whether they share it or admit it or not. They're especially a lot of comedians.
I completely agree. Do you count yourself in that lot?
Comedian?
Not
on
comedian.
a good day.
Well, you had Bottom Hulk. You had the best laugh at the pod.
I just think you guys should be able to, you don't have no idea how many band names come up in the van or the bus or whoever, where every time we're talking, he's like, that's a good band name.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys get to do it?
I know. I do think in the silliest, lightest way, deciding to call myself Pete, that's a little tell of what you're dealing with. If I was like, if you're going to go see Peter Holmes,
that's true. Yeah.
I think that guy's more of a storyteller. Maybe he reads the newspaper and just riffs on it. Peter.
Of the gentry.
But Pete is like, hey, and I'm just,
What's up? It's Pete. Oh, yeah, I love Pete.
And Pete Holmes.
Yeah,
there's
Pete Holmes.
a speediness to it. Peter, the R in Peter slows you down. It should be over.
Yeah, it's too much.
But then here comes Holmes.
By the time you finish the R, you could be dead.
For somebody
getting
with a stage name, you have a great name, though. What's your full name? Because your middle
Samuel Irvin Beam. See, on the marquee, that's lame.
Samuel tonight.
Honestly,
Samuel Irvin Beam.
That's the only reason I picked a band name, because Sam Beam on a marquee just sounds stupid.
Sam Beam?
Sam Beam.
Beam.
It's like it doesn't like roll out. It's like
Sam
it's
Beam.
that
Samuel.
mba.
Samuel Irvin?
Bam, bam.
Irvin?
Yeah, Irvin.
Irvin.
Yeah.
Irvin's like the name of a backwoods like serial killer in a movie. I'm not saying it really
sure
is. Yeah, Irvin.
It sure is.
Irvin's coming. Or it's like Hollywood's Guess It Would, like a Mormon priest would be named Irvin.
Yeah.
Like there's something kind of.
It's an older name, yeah.
It's an old name, is all I'm saying.
That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
But I'm not. I'm not mad at it. I do think you could have been Samuel Irvin Beam.
To be blunt, when I was a kid, people called me Sammy. And then when I got a little older, like went to college, like, I'm Sam now. Yeah. And I kind of wish that I hadn't, because Sammy is much more fun to say.
Sammy Beam.
Right?
But Sammy Beam is somebody, you know what I mean? Like, that's Sammy Beam. If you were like, I'm Sammy Beam, people would be like, this from a
true.
Sammy?
But they would never know, because it wouldn't be on the marquee.
Marquee. But it would say Sammy, but it says Iron Wine. Is what you're saying.
Exactly.
You chose that because you just didn't like the way that Sam Beam looked on a marquee.
Yeah.
Simple.
That's simple.
And it was a supplement I read.
Because I was going straight to the top. I had my career-minded decisions making at the very beginning.
See? I felt that.
You know what the world needs? Some quiet, broken banjo-sounding thing.
You were at the forefront of quiet broken banjo, though. I mean, if there was a stock called Quiet
That's
bearded,
right. Yeah.
broken banjo.
Yeah. I saw this unused ladder straight to the top. And I was like, what? Why is no one taking this?
Well, I'll tell you as someone who lived pre-broken banjo quiet beard guy.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming. We didn't know we wanted it.
It was right there. The ladder was right there.
It was right there. And you and Sufjan,
Yeah.
I guess, like if you
I
want
took
like
him
a
off the ladder.
Get the
He
fuck
was like,
out
get
of
that
there.
out of my way.
Feel the ill of pain. I don't know if that made any sense. How about some ill of pain? It's a great thing to say before you throw Sufjan Stevens off the ladder. But right? I mean, it was them.
Yeah.
I guess like Band of Horses. They don't have banjos, but like that whole.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Don't discount the horses. Don't discount them. But like to your thing, like there's something about the highly sensitive people, and I think we are an anxious generation, but we don't want to listen to Enya. I'm not calling you Enya. I'm not gonna.
I love those records.
I listen to Enya sometimes.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it? But there was
Nothing.
something kind of that's our mom's music or something like that spa music. But like
Definitely spa
I wanted something to like make my heart go down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Totally.
don't want jock jams.
Totally.
Talk about that. Tell me what that makes you feel.
Well, I mean, you don't always want it. You know, there's some people who look at music as a very like utilitarian tool to put me in a mood that I want to
Get me there.
get from here to there.
Yeah.
You know, whereas, you know, there's lots of different types of music.
How do you look at it?
I mean, I definitely rock with that stuff sometimes. You know, you just want to,
Feel better.
especially when I was younger, I played like, you know, a lot of my friends were in metal bands and stuff. We just listened to a lot of just, because you're just got a lot of energy. And but when I sit to write a thing, that's not usually where I'm coming from because it's just
Right.
not my personality.
Now, look, will you allow me? You're sitting down to write.
Yeah.
Are you looking? This is going to sound so stupid, but are you trying to get your lasso around a feeling? Is that the idea?
No,
Are you
I
trying to
wouldn't
make
even
me
put
feel
it.
how you feel?
No, because I don't know how I feel. I don't really go into it like thinking of like a topic that I want to talk about. You're just sort of engaging with writing. Sometimes a thought comes and you write it down. Honestly, most of the time I'm sitting with a guitar, mumbling nonsense. You know, just finding a melody like a song, and then a word will pop out, and then you start building from there. Or sometimes a phrase will come out fully formed, and then you just start, developing a thing that looking for a way through the fog. Honestly.
Searching for Sugar Man. I think I know what that
Exactly.
is about.
Exactly.
It's about writing a song.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not the first to tell me this. Do you carry a notebook? Are you writing things down, little phrases?
Yeah. And phone too, a lot.
Do you
'cause
sing
always gotta-
melodies to your phone?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Will you play
All
them?
the time. Yeah.
Will you? I think it would be helpful to the musicians listening,
Let's see about that.
or at least the people.
No, but I know what you mean. It's just an embryonic thing. Let's see.
Embryonica. That's my dubstep.
You
band.
play the embryonica?
I play the embryonica. It's like the harmonium, like it's a distance instrument, like the bagpipes. People run away when you play.
No idea what this is. Let's see.
I'm excited.
See, I mean, like,
Keep going. It's good. It's
you
good.
could almost make a word out of that. Yeah, it's just a bunch of garbage that you're just sort of like looking for some sound hook or some word that pops out.
Because if it's going to sound good, interesting, whatever, for lack of a better word, we'll say good, interesting.
Yeah.
To me, it might sound good, interesting to you. You're just kind of
Maybe.
the first to hear it when you say it.
Yeah, I never understand like why people think like, oh, people will like this. I have no idea what people like. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so much. I don't think people can predict that. You know, though most popular songs of mine have been ones that I would
B-sides.
never have thought Yeah,
Or not B-sides, but like you were just like, yeah, who knows?
Beeswax.
Beeswax. And your B-sides. That's how musicians talk. Who threw Sufjan off that ladder? Then your B-sides. It's like a street joke.
Your B-sex.
Then your B-sex. That's what honey is.
That sure is.
It's just what it is, guys. Sorry. They think we're freaks. They think we're freaks. You know they're eating it, right? We just come in their home, take their sex afterglow.
They come in our home.
They come in our home and we put it on our toast. To the bees, we are the kinkiest group. Yeah, they go out and fuck the flowers and then we clean up. We're their honey dumpsters.
Yeah, that
Yum dumpsters.
That buzzing sound. It's just if you slow it down, it's like they're going.
Yeah, exactly. But all we hear because we're so far away. That is good.
It's dark. It's dark.
They're freaky. They call one the queen. Yes, my queen. That is a kink. Yes, my queen. My sweet syrup is on its way, my queen. Ugh, this is getting too much for me. I like it. Muchos.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. You guys know I love therapy. Val loves therapy. We talk about it on the show all the time, how it has been a huge game changer in both of our lives. And something I think we don't talk about enough is financial stress, money stuff. It's not just about numbers. It's about anxiety. It's sleep. It's relationships. And I know for me, I get money stress. I grew up with a lot of weird beliefs around money. Like if things weren't working or if I wasn't being productive or producing in a certain way, it didn't just mean it wasn't working. It meant there was something wrong with me fundamentally and there was something effective. Therapy can help with that, especially with money stuff. Trust me on that. It's about helping you deal with that stress and those stories you're carrying around money. It can help you unpack that stuff, build healthier habits, and just feel less alone about it, which is huge. BetterHelp has over 30,000 licensed therapists and helped more than 6 million people worldwide. You just fill out a short questionnaire and they match you with a therapist. And if it's not the right fit, you can switch anytime. And it's entirely online. It is so easy and fast and helps. When life feels overwhelming, therapy can help. Sign up for 10% off at betterhelp.com/weirdo. That's betterhelp.com/weirdo.
Where were we? Lasso around a feeling is the last thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not where we were. We were talking about you're the first to hear it. Oh, you don't know what's going to be good.
But that's also just my process. You know, I mean, there are definitely people who say, I had a thought this morning and I'm going to write a song about it this morning. And they could probably nail it and make all of us feel that way. It's just not what I go into writing for.
Okay, well, I'm trying to see where you are on the spectrum. I know. So Matt Berninger from The National, who also is a mumbler. He'll listen to the song and he mumbles. And then I love Matt so much.
Me too.
He was looking for that phrase. So he put out his solo record, Serpentine Prison. And I'm like, what is that? And he's like,
it's a serpentine prison.
It's a serpentine prison. I think he was like, it's nothing. And then he'll write, he's very open about this. The rest of the song is like rhyming dictionary.
There's a lot of rhyming game that goes on.
So the song is...
Yeah.
But it seems a little, I hate to force the word shamanic, but it's in the way that you're kind of just trying to manifest a dream.
Yeah.
A dream, something vague.
Yeah.
And you're honoring like, well, this came out of nowhere, like everything.
Right.
And now I'm going to build around it to like support it. And then something like, well, tell me about like Naked As We Came. Was that like how...
Well, I don't remember what came first, you know, maybe Eyes Wide Open or something. And then you just start thinking of, you kind of back up and try to think about what that might, what scenario that might work in. And it's a lot of trial and error. You try stuff out and keep shaping things. But yeah, a lot of like Serpentine Prison, you know, if you heard that, like someone's, I'm going to read you this poem. The Serpentine Prison was blah, blah, blah. You know, I entered the Serpentine Prison at, you might think, I don't know, it doesn't do it. But if you hear it with music, sometimes the music like does half the work and you're just trying to find some balance. Because you also, it's tricky because words make your brain, take your brain out of the music. You know what I mean? So you're always trying to find this balance between like, is it too much? Because, and try to make them do this little handshake, the words and the music.
we had a little dance party and we put on Billie Jean, and I was like,
Yeah.
these lyrics are like,
Yeah.
what is it? It's like a mess, but it has like, people always told me. We love people always told me. You know what I mean? And it has he and it has who. I'm just saying, like, he's explaining that someone says that he's the father of their kid.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, who cares? But it's just interesting
Who
enough
cares?
to be a song, but not so interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? It could be too interesting.
Yeah, yeah. He was good at like just the suggestive, like suggest a story, like the edges of a story.
The edges of the bleeding edge of a story. Just enough.
Yeah.
Okay, to go back to what you were saying, that guitar part does sound, I could see you. You're taking me to the place where you're like, da, 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 eyes wide open, right?
Probably, yeah.
And then you're going, and that's kind of like, tell me if this is how it feels. It clicks like, that's what it wants to be. Like there's a tuning or a true north, and you go, oh, okay, there it is.
Right, yeah. You're looking for,
Because it could have been like,
Yeah.
walking backwards. That's stupid. Like it can feel effortful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Snow is falling. Oh, that's schmaltzy.
But the thing is, there's no right or wrong answer, depending on what the next phrase was.
Right.
Or what you put before.
Right.
That's what the best thing about it is. Math sucks. No right or wrong.
Wait, what sucks?
Said math sucks. I hate doing math. You know,
Because
there's
there's
always
a
like
right
you're
answer.
either right or wrong.
Yeah.
Where music is not. It's the opposite.
You totally nailed me. I hated that I couldn't argue that 3 was the answer. But then in English, you could explain,
Yeah.
I don't think this play worked. And
Right.
they would hear you out.
Yeah, totally.
You
'Cause they're
really
valuable.
touched on something there when we were forced to do math. And we're trying to
Not
get...
for me.
Talk about being a 4. I'm trying to get the same answer as everybody.
Yeah.
I'd rather fail.
I'm me.
Yeah, I'm me. My answer was zebra, bitch. That's my math.
Your mic just cut out because you were squeezing.
Oh,
How's this?
stop squeezing.
Oh,
What are you squeezing,
Stop
dude?
squeezing. On my sweet math riff.
Squeeze on your own time.
Still plays. It picked up on yours. I'm loud.
Squeeze it on your own time.
Squeeze that shit on your own time. Do you ever talk about your mic picking up stuff? Do you ever use things that you didn't even know you were recording, or it was an accident?
Sometimes, yeah, you try to just keep the thing. Yeah, I more and more often I'm looking for the surprise rather than, building something. I mean, I like to come in with like a script that I worked on, some lyrics and stuff, but then be open to whatever
gonna
else
say.
comes up with or.
That happens all the time in acting and all sorts of things. Comedy for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wonder if that change ever happens on stage, because there's something about the adrenaline of the crowd. And
Oh, sure,
and
yeah.
now you are saying the thing you were afraid to say, or maybe you weren't sure about, but they embolden you. Is that an
Oh,
experience?
totally. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, every show's a little different. And the dynamic, between takes, if the ensemble is,
Cooking.
yeah, and in tune and listening and reacting to, it can be very different.
I love that.
Yeah,
You get
Me
in
too.
a pocket.
yeah, it's fun.
Have you learned?
And you're not always like really aware of what's of what the overall achievement is, until you go out and listen again, like, because everyone comes out and they're like, it was take number 2, I swear to God, it was take number 2. And then you go back and you listen and it was take number 1 or it was take number 4. And we were like, oh, that was when it's so, again, not math.
Yeah, not math. This is so not math.
Yeah.
There's so many music, and this is
So
not
many,
math.
yeah.
Keep going, please. It sounded like you had a little more.
I was saying, so many musics, so many.
I'm going to figure out the right balance of interrupting. I'm going to figure it out by the end.
Doing it, man. See, by the end, you're going to come out and you're going to say it was the exact right amount of interrupting
Well,
all along.
You saw me shaking my head, nodding.
I wasn't
Shaking
even paying attention.
Yeah, good for you.
That's
You're in
why
the pocket. But the humility. Now, I'm 46, and I'm just going like, it's a beautiful thing that you were just touching on. We don't know,
Yeah.
and that's beautiful. And so much of commercialism and marketing and like like I said, trying to chase the way to break through in the box office or the smash record or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
We don't know, and there's not a lot of we don't know there. They're trying to figure out we know.
Yeah, yeah.
And what I'm reminded of when you say that is like the humility that's required, and sort of the courage to be embarrassed and wrong. Look, the way that I related to that was when you're editing a comedy special, I will always go, it was the second show because I was warmed up. Mm-hmm. And then we go to the second show and I'm like juiced. I'm feeling myself. I'm going too fast. I'm riffing.
Yeah, or you're riffing off an idea of what you thought happened the other night.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm pushing it, pushing this because I think I needed to, but it's not actually what was happening in the...
No.
It's
and then,
funny,
and then you watch the first one where I was nervous or sweaty or unsure, and that energy actually worked great for that joke.
It's a similar thing, like with music. You get familiar enough where you're still discovering the thing, but you're also, once you memorize it, then you're just regurgitating, and no one really, that doesn't taste good to anybody.
Right. You want it, except birds, but you want it, baby birds. You want to be asking. Am I right?
Beautiful baby birds.
Beautiful baby birds, flightless birds. I try to work you into it.
Swish.
But I'm so with you. The danger is you turn your own idea. It's like a teacher of mine said this. It's like carrying a wet stone from the ocean. It's so beautiful when it's wet, and you walk it back to the beach and it's dried up. And it's like you've just done it too many times. This is why I'm careful. It's going to sound like bullshit, but it's true. I'm careful to not perform too much. If I perform too much, it just becomes a guy doing like a franchised show. Like I'm just yelling out this stuff. Yeah. But like I want to be asking, and just like you're saying, you want to merge with the other musicians in the studio. I'm trying to merge with the crowd and go like, can we be listening? Yeah. You know what I mean? And actually find it. Right. And it's so great, and it's often this take that I it wasn't when I said it perfectly.
Right now, yeah.
Bob Dylan said that all his best ones were the live shows, and he's like in the records. I think he was sort of sixes on the records.
Who are you talking about?
Robert Dylan. He went by the stage name Plums and Peaches. Perhaps you know him better as his stage name. Plums. It was actually Plums and Peaches. Plums and
I thought
Peaches.
you said Plumsy Peaches.
Plumsy Peaches. That sounds like something he would have done in the 70s.
Because it was Spanish.
Plumsy Peaches. Yeah, it was for the Spanish speaking. When he was wearing the white makeup and Scorsese was following him around, he's like, bring me out as Plumsy Peaches. I'm not Bob Dylan anymore.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good, actually. It came out right.
Oh, yeah.
See, we can't know.
Yeah, that's because you had never done it before, and you're just experiencing it for the first time.
Okay, so...
Try it again.
Only to prove your point.
Yeah.
Plumsy Peaches.
No.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
That is a dry stone, my friend.
It dried up by the time we reached the blanket. Okay, so we don't know, and we have to be humble. And wouldn't you say that a big part of your job or your life, it doesn't have to be your job, but your process is just like tolerating the uncertainty? Because this approach has to lead to nights where you're like, we just spent all that money on that studio and I don't even think we got anything.
I mean, I don't make those kind of records anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely have. And you're like, well, time well spent.
Well, take the studio out. I brought a financial
But as far as
component.
like digging into writing, you'll spend a whole day and not get anything.
Are you doing it at home? Is that where you're doing it?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can do it wherever. Because I don't have like a set thing that I have to achieve in the day. Honestly, if you get a word a day, that's pretty good. 365 words makes a lot of songs. I was also, just real quick, back to where...
that was good. You just kind of like you were leaving the gym and you threw a basketball over your corner, and then you just kept walking like nothing happened. A word a day, 365 words a year is a lot of songs.
It's a lot, yeah.
It's great.
It's a lot of songs.
Clip it.
Too many songs.
To be helpful, not viral.
But
helpful and viral. Sorry, stupid. Keep going.
When you guys, you were talking about before, where you try to stay fresh and you put things away, not to wear them out. We, at this point, there's a lot of songs we can like switch in and out. Not have to worry about it too much. Do you guys do that with the
bits
comedy? Yeah, it's like you
I'll
can do that, can't
for
you?
Years.
Yeah.
Then you bring it back and you're like, have you ever had this?
Yeah.
You have something, it's your go-to, it's your favorite. Stops working, it dries up.
Yeah.
It's like a relationship.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened?
Yeah, where?
you listen to the tape of when you did it earlier.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're disciplined, I don't always. Sometimes I just go, well, and I move on. But if I do go back, I'm like, it's just like a good date. Why
yeah.
was that
Right.
date so good?
Yeah.
And it goes down to like your hormones and all these
Yeah.
X factors.
Yeah.
And now you are just a guy saying, but I feel that way. Like you're saying your music doesn't make sense, or by itself it kind of looks like bad poetry sometimes. But then you add the music and it's a great song. I can feel that way. Like if sometimes it gets distilled down to just what I'm saying, and what I'm saying actually isn't that interesting.
Yeah.
What I was saying was an excuse for this like
Right.
participation that was actually quite engaging.
Yeah.
But I started to think I was actually talking about desks in the 90s, which is a real example. I had a great bit. It was like this killer bit about desks in the 90s.
That's a hard thing to say.
Desks in the 90s?
Say like 10 times. Desks.
Desks in the 90s. Desks. Next time you do a sound check, will you please? Desks in the 90s. Desks in the 90s. Desks. It's the worst. Desks in the 90s. Yeah, we had tape on every desk had tape on it.
Yeah.
What were we taping?
And gum.
And gum and a little candy.
Little
Okay, adding to the bit. But then it dries up. What were we saying? You've had that experience. And then sometimes you bring back 90s desk and it murders again. But like, what was going on there?
I know, yeah. And it's also like we're only talking about it like our experience of it, our perception of what's happening in that moment. Whereas like I've had shows where I was barely hanging out. I was like checked out, just regurgitating, blah, 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 blah. And someone would come up to it, that was the best show I've ever seen. And you're like, you're a liar, but it's my favorite lie I've heard all day.
But it wasn't a lie.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it was a lie.
Yeah,
you don't
no.
think it was a lie either.
No, I'm kidding. I mean,
I put my hand up. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And Val, my wife, who we've already discussed, one of her main gifts to me is reminding me, you don't know what their experience was.
Yeah.
Sometimes your voice hurts. Sometimes you're sweaty. You
Yeah.
ate the wrong thing. You didn't eat enough. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
And just exactly what
usually
you're saying.
what you ate, though.
It could have been what you ate.
Yeah.
Are you careful like that? I'll talk about that for 9 years. Like
I'm
your
very
pre-show
careful.
stuff. You are.
No, not really. I don't really use my voice the way most people do. You know, mine's sort of a
Picked
conversational
good
thing.
persona. Janice Joplin is like, fuck
Yeah.
you. Fuck you. Fuck
definitely
you. This guy's leaving a voicemail at 2 a.m. Fuck you. Like she's got to wail and bring it.
So true.
But
yeah.
I mean, I'm only going to say it one last time. I love what you do. But like I said the same thing to Matt.
I think you should just bring that as like just your catch.
I
just
love what you
every
do.
day.
Every-
You're every day. Janis Joplin like, fuck you.
Meanwhile, Janis Joplin's like, fuck you. Don't explain it.
Yeah.
Oh, can we sell bumper stickers that say Janis Joplin says fuck you?
Got to put that one in your pocket.
Bro, we could do it, except we're in a post-meaning world.
Yeah.
It won't mean anything. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Why'd I bring it up?
I guess that's a wrap.
We're done. Thank you so much for being here. But I couldn't believe we
That
got
would be
both iron and wine. Okay, come on. That's stupid.
Iron E-wine.
Irony wine. Irony wine. It was back. It came back. It came back.
See?
I have
You
to
weren't
not be expecting it. You have
That's
to
right.
push me into a Bob Dylan impression, or it'll be really, really bad.
You have to do Bob Dylan doing Janis Joplin.
Don't you want somebody to love your eyes? That wasn't bad.
Janis Joplin said, fuck you.
Janet Joplin said, "Fuck you." What's his manager
pretty
name? That was
good.
pretty
That's
good.
pretty great, yeah.
Let's make that your new ringtone. Fuck you. It's like when I don't.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. It gets worse every time I go back to
Yeah,
it.
you just do it once.
Fuck. That's
Yeah.
the secret. That's the secret. But you
Only
did
do it
pick,
once.
like, real talk.
Yeah.
I say to other comedians, no, I don't. No, I don't. I say it on this podcast. Never have. But I'm like, pick your persona wisely, meaning I like that I have a persona that can be angry, he can be
Yeah.
silly, he can be they'll allow it if I want to be mad. They'll allow it if I want to be corny. I like that freedom.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's some people that have to be low energy. That's what they do. Or they have to be mean. That's what they do. Or they have to be even worse than having to be mean, I think, is having to be really nice. Always and only ever nice. I have some jokes in my act right now that are straight up mean. And I love it. And nobody goes like, refund. It's a wonderful thing. But no joke. Refund. Bullshit. Have you met Bob Dylan?
I feel like I just did. I feel like I just did.
Have you met me?
No, I don't need to.
You don't need to. What I'm wondering is, have you ever stopped to give thanks that you did? Your style is easier on your voice. Like just
luckiest
that.
man on the planet.
Right? Do you feel that?
Totally. I feel very lucky. I just stumbled into it and thank
What
God.
if you were Ockerhill River? Am I saying that right? Ockerhill.
Okra River?
Ockerhill. How do you say it? Ochre. I always said ochre. I've never said it out loud. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do, yeah.
What if you were the Cold War kids?
They shout.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Most
said,
of the people.
What's that?
Most people, they're screaming.
Screaming and
You know, 'cause
project it.
it's helpful to project.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of sound people who work with me that much prefer me to do that. But
Can we get a little effort? A little effort? Janis Joplin said, fuck you. Yes, I love this. But
yeah, I feel lucky.
Your warm-ups are like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, sounds good to me. This on? All right, let's go.
I mean, do you have to warm up your voice very much?
Not
You'd almost
really,
sound
no.
better if you don't really warm up.
Yeah.
Right?
Depends. It depends. I mean, there's some songs where I dig in a bit, but
Yeah.
I don't do those first.
With respect, of course you do. Of course you do. Because I said the same thing to Matt from the National. I was like, "Oh, you picked a really nice range." But
Yeah,
then
he's
some
got a-
songs he's going real.
Yeah, and his voice is a just naturally a bit more boomy. You know, he does it, and it's like a. But it's, if you were there beside him, it's like.
Yeah, it's true. It's not
pretty-
quiet.
yeah.
You're actually quite quiet.
Yeah.
Like I probably bring this up. I'm embarrassed, but so many musicians do this, and when they do the show, we talk about Underneath the Bridge, where Kurt Cobain was lying down.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that story? In 5 seconds, because everybody's heard it, but like they couldn't get it right, and they took a break, and he was just doing it on the guitar, laying down, and they moved the mics over to him. So it wasn't even in the studio; it was in the lobby of Sound City.
Crazy.
They brought it over, and they got it. So like that's kind of like your magic pocket, right? Is like
There's stories of James Jamerson, the bass player, on like the What's Going On, that record, and like a bunch of Motown records. There's stories of him doing that too. Like he would put because he was drunk.
he'd lay down.
Yeah, and just nail it.
Oh my
I mean,
god!
it was so good.
Oh my god!
Tasty. Yeah, it's a funny thing. You never know. Sometimes that's the answer. Just back up and be
get out of your
open
way.
to be open to what you have an idea like you're supposed to do it this way, and you just keep trying and trying. It's not works.
Yes.
There's not really not math.
Not math. And again, I'm going to say shamanic. There's something about...
You're always saying
I
that.
know. I can't stop saying shamanic. God help me. I mean, like, all kidding aside, God help me. I can't stop saying shamanic. When I say shamanic, I'm talking about someone who's interested in getting their personality out of the way for a direct connection to like a void-like space of creativity.
Yeah.
So we don't have to say shamanic, it's just faster. But like a drunk guy laying down, playing the bass, we know, having done voiceover, like you park in the lot of the place where you're going to do the audition, and comfortable, low heart rate in your car. It sounds great in your car. You can do it. You're like, Meineke. Meineke. It's a family friend in your car's ass. It's a family. Your family's in your car's ass. Meineke. And then you go in, and now your heart rate is up, and you're like, Meineke. Sorry, can we go? Like, I've been in sound booths, and I can hear my heartbeat in my ears.
Yeah.
And like, nobody tells you music, and I really want you to weigh in on that, and voiceover and performing. So much of it, to me, is manufacturing something comfortable. Like, let me pretend I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Tell me.
Totally. Well, I never played shows before I put out records. Like I'd never, it wasn't
Records
my
were
thing.
first.
Yeah, well, I signed up with Sub Pop for this record label called Sub Pop, and they go, "You should consider going on
People
tour."
know Sub Pop,
Yeah.
Nirvana, right?
That's right.
I've
That's
heard of
right.
them.
That's right. That's right.
With one N in the middle, not the comedy duo. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. So Sub Pop, and
anyway,
they said what?
They suggested you should consider about going on tour and learning how to play concerts, because I'd never done a show.
Can I? This sounds awesome. Maybe you are the luckiest person in the world.
I do think I am. I don't think it's a question, really.
I don't
Just
think it is either.
accepted fact.
I'm getting the sense, because touring is what's a drag. Live performing, I'm saying it's also great, but I'm sure
yeah.
it's also
It's
a
great.
drag if you're. It can be.
Well, it's
But-
work.
Yes, it's work.
Yeah.
BB King, they pay me to travel, but like
Exactly.
the idea, writing is the same. Like I'm writing something right now. Coffee, kitchen table, just kind of
Yeah.
hanging when it's working.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
also very similar. Noodling, idea,
Yeah.
voice right, feeling right, write it down, then lay it down or record
Get
it.
my nails done.
Get your nails done, but you won't stop moving them. Just come on, make it a challenge.
Hey, a challenge, yeah.
Come on, lady.
See what you got.
And then but that to me sounds like an artist's dream.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like being in a flowy kind of, not a studio time, not a shows at 8, but like and that comes through in the music. So you're saying you enjoy, I mean, like that's not
yeah.
lost on you.
No, it's incredible. I mean, I feel very lucky where I just sort of plopped into this position. I
Sweet
just
pocket.
never imagined I would be.
You're in the center of a cake, basically. Like you're in the warmest center.
where everyone wants to
where
be.
everyone wants to be. I mean, if you're hungry for cake,
And the challenge is you have to eat your way out.
got to eat your way out.
Yeah.
But
Whether
you don't
like
even
it or
have
not.
to. You can just eat enough to make a little den and be like, I'm good in this cake.
You could eat yourself a little phone nook or a set of stairs to nowhere.
Picture Yoda's house. You're telling me he didn't eat his way out of the middle of the cake?
You could nibble yourself a little fireplace.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Janis Joplin. Janis Joplin says,
No, wait, how would he say it?
fuck you, Janis Joplin says she does.
Stupid. But, okay.
Says she.
Says she. Janis Joplin, she says she. Hulk was a bottom, he
What are
was.
the rules? Of what are the Yoda rules
Yoda
of
rules?
like switching words?
Yeah, you have to say the subject verb at the end.
Yeah.
Fuck yourself, I say.
Like that.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't say I say fuck
says
yourself.
I. Does he
Says
ever
I.
say says I?
I think he says I say.
That's more like a pirate.
Says I.
Pirates. Yoda Pirate. That's a good band name.
You're the pirate. Walk the plank, you shall. Ask about my hook, you will not.
He doesn't like telling the story.
It's actually quite embarrassing. It is.
To me,
That's a funny
Embarrassed
sketch.
I am.
The pirate who doesn't want to tell you how he lost his peg leg, or he lost his leg that became peg. But then he lost his peg leg. That's even worse.
in the future, he is.
In the future, yes.
Always look at what's his speech to.
Wait.
The thing he says to Luke,
Oh, do or do not.
giving
Do or do not. There is no try.
Okay, all proverbs aside, there is a try. I'm about to try right now. Like, I'm glad you have like wisdom, but I'm going to try to lift this thing out.
Luke's like, I gotta stop you right there, Yoda.
Remember when I couldn't do it? That was called a try. You were there for the try. There is no try.
Do or do not. No plan B. You're going to be an indie musician, you are.
Wait, going back to your sweet cake life. You recorded
Before you got in the cake.
before you were in the cake.
Yeah.
The way you got in the cake
Yeah.
was somebody gave you a 4-track.
Yeah,
Tascam?
Yeah, it was.
I wonder if we had the same one. It changed my life.
Very likely, yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
When
You can still get them. There are people out there like
come back.
refurbishing them.
big comeback, I imagine. No? Small comeback.
Size is relative.
Hulk thinks not. Hulk feels size very real. Hulk bottom.
Hulk bottom. Hulk bottom productions. Can we, Joe, come on, AI's a thing. Can you make
says
a
no.
production card at the end of this
She's
episode that
shaking her
says
head.
Hulk bottom productions?
She's canceling you right now.
Ooh, Katie? Katie doesn't mind Hulk bottom. I feel like it's progressive.
Total horseshoe theory.
It's so offensive. It's progressive. You got this 4-track. You were
Yeah.
teaching film
I was, yeah.
and
Yeah.
noodling with song. It sounds
Yeah.
so condescending. I just
No,
mean
it's,
like
no, it's very accurate.
noodling.
Yeah.
Noodling with songs.
Very accurate.
And somebody was like, how did they come to give you the 4-track?
Well, you had mentioned Band of Horses. Ben and I grew up together. In
I
the
remember
same
this
town.
thing. Yeah,
Yep.
yes.
And he was in Seattle, had a band, and they were talking to Sub Pop about working together. And he said, "Oh, here, by the way," as they were kicking them out. "Oh, thanks a lot." As they were kicking them out, he said, "Here's my buddy Sam's music. You should give it a listen."
Because he had a 4-track of it.
Yeah, we were. I'm sorry. We in the '90s we had lived together for a second, and we were. We would come home from work and listen to music, and that was kind of just our bond. Just chilling and turning each other on to music.
Yeah.
And so when he was working with the band, he would send me the stuff because I wanted to hear what he was up to, and I would send him stuff I was doing. And we would send each other. That was the one who first played me like the Shins record. Because I'd
nice.
never heard that stuff. And just different bands.
You had your Natalie Portman moment?
Oh, I was like, my life was never the same.
The soft helmet?
Yeah.
This
So I
is
still
the
understand
Shins.
my life before that moment.
Yeah.
And the cake that it's been ever since that moment.
Okay, but
When I heard
there's a
this.
lot happening here. You have a professional musician in Band of Horses. Forgive me, what's his name?
Ben of Horses.
Ben of Horses. Thank you for making that joke so I didn't have to. 'Cause I was going, no, that isn't tolerated here. Your joke was valid and I loved it. There's
joke
no
is
knee
valid.
slapping and
Your
God
joke
help
is
you if you
valid.
but don't bump. I'll just big you up for 20 minutes because that joke was great. Ben of Horses.
Your joke is valid.
Your joke is valid and your take is valid. Anybody trying to
You
make
are
the
safe
world
here.
a better place with jokes? I had somebody do a knee slap recently and I was like, you're dead.
Out.
In my mind.
Out.
Like Ben from Sub Pop. Get the fuck out of here. Janis Joplin says, fuck you. I can't handle it. But then Val Lester reminded me, people don't know that that's my number one thing that I can't stand. Anybody
know.
trying to make the world a little funnier, God love him. Anyway, including Ben of Horses. But he's a professional musician. He's writing real songs. So
Yeah.
there's a little contradiction here. You're noodling, but you're confident enough to share your music with a real musician.
Yeah. Well, he's my buddy. Yeah.
But he's your buddy, but you must have believed that it was good.
I mean,
You must have been like, this isn't garbage. You like music. You listen to your own music. You go, this sounds okay. I'm going to share it.
yeah, there were songs. I mean, I wasn't sharing with everybody, but I'd share it with him.
But he's a professional musician.
Quote unquote.
Okay, let's say we become dear friends after this. We become dear friends. You start doing some open mics
Oh, yeah.
and you send it to me.
Yeah.
You must think
Well,
there's some good stuff in there. You believed in yourself.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean, I liked it. Yeah, for sure. But we were also kids. It was like early
Montos.
20s.
Early
you
20s,
just didn't
okay.
know. We didn't really think about, we didn't really know how to we didn't even know what we didn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't know anything about the music industry or about sharing things. We were just friends. And so we would send each other stuff. We'd send each other
beautiful.
mixtapes and, just music and shit.
Yeah.
And so,
But why
it
did-
wasn't like the professionalism wasn't really even anything about it. We didn't even know what that meant.
I understand.
Yeah.
I actually was just talking to a friend of mine back before comedy meant job.
Yeah.
We'd be riffing. I just said this to Matt. I was like, I used to say, can I have that? Or people would say to me, can I have that?
Yeah.
So much more. Because we were just always around and it was no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'd both riff Bottom Hulk and you'd say, can I do that? And I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'd say, can I do that?
Yeah, you didn't think
It was
about
just,
anything
but
about it.
nobody
Yeah.
was going, well, we got to drop a contract. If you make
Yeah.
Bottom Hulk the series,
Yeah, yeah.
I need a producer credit. Like
Totally.
that's what it's become.
I know.
Which is sad.
I know.
But in those 20s, those crackling 20s.
That's right.
I love that. So why did someone give you the recorder? Did you play it?
Because
play
I
for them
stole it
live?
from them.
You stole it?
No, dude, I don't know.
like
Actually,
that.
I was working at this place.
I broke into their home. It was one of the things in the sack. There was a TV, a ukulele, out of
It was
tune.
right under the window.
It was easy. They put all these trinkets on the sill to make it hard for me to get in, but I saw the task in.
Exactly.
So did you play them a song? Or
No, it was like the first one I borrowed was part of the film school I went to, and then I borrowed one from the film school that I worked at.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody was like, "Hey, you got it. Lay it down."
Yeah.
In the
I was like,
biopic.
I'm gonna go make a record. They're like, yeah, you do that. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Amazing. And then when you started working with it, and I'm projecting onto you, but I remember just like
Do it.
it's so tactile, like
the
pressure you have to put on, and
I was like
the rolling over zeros. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I love how tactile. You
Me
have to
too.
think your way out of problems and stuff. It's really fun. Also
and the
very frustrating.
possibilities.
Yeah.
You mix it down to one, and now you have
Yeah.
8 tracks or
That's
whatever.
right.
It was so fun.
That's right. You had to think about, you hear these like stories how the Beatles made their record. You have to like mix it all down to one track so you can use the other 3 for like something else.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
And you're harmonizing with yourself.
Yeah.
And you're adding track, and then
Yeah.
it sounds wrong, or
Yeah.
But
Like,
it's
who
all
is that
you.
guy?
It's very empowering. It's a very empowering thing.
Yeah.
More than GarageBand, you open it up and you're like, well, what the fuck is this?
You can do anything.
Yeah, but it's paralyzing. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And then with this, I don't know. It just felt more like clay than a piece of technology.
Totally. Yeah.
You agree with that?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Analog. Yeah. Just that approach is more like that. For me, it was came from a fine arts background. Like went to art school and these things. I thought I was gonna do like painting and things like that. And so my approach to just my creative life was just, developing something, making some marks, thinking about it, developing, changing it, shining it until it was ready to show.
Yes.
And so, and I, fucked around with guitars and stuff and had friends that played but never really thought of it as something to pursue until it became making something, developing something. It became a recording that you could treat like a painting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just
And get
this
it
thing
right.
that you just do in front of your friends and then it's over.
Well, I wasn't even kidding when I thought to ask you this. Like, how do you get over white guy's going to play Wonderwall right now? That the groan of the acoustic coming out, the inner groan. Usually people were pretty happy in college if you took it out and you're going to play Satellite. But you have to. Your answer is, if you're a sensitive person like me and you're hyper conscious that people are going to think it's dumb that you're going to play Brown Eyed Girl right now.
Yeah.
Being alone in the cave with the thing and making it like a painting sort
Yeah.
of solves that issue. Am I hearing you right?
Yeah. I never played concerts. I just made recordings.
So cool.
Well, it worked
And
out.
then Ben of Horses gives them the tape. They
Yeah.
picked one of the songs to release in a
they did like a
mailer.
they have they call it the Singles Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they did it. They'd
Intended.
been doing it forever. It's like a 7-inch record where I can't remember how many they do.
I'd love to
where
meet
it's
some
like every
7-inch singles. I'll tell you that right now. As a bottom Hulk, I would love to meet some 7-inch singles. Can we please
You'd
make
be
that joke?
the one-eyed man in the land of the blind.
I want to be on the 7-inch single mailer. Okay, sorry. They put you on the 7-inch singles list.
Yeah,
And
I hadn't thought of it that way, but I had to
They didn't
say,
ask- go ahead.
you have to imagine some pop, or especially then, there's a bunch of crusty old punk rockers that everything was inappropriate that came out of their mouth, and so I sent
Right.
them this song called "Naked as We Came," and they were like, "You sure you want to call it that?" And I was like, "Come on."
bro, I'm so with you. I'm so with you. I said I was giving my daughter a ride. I was in Miami.
Yeah, you were.
I said that's what it was. I said I was giving my daughter a ride, and this table of dudes laughed, and I was like, "Come on."
How dare you?
I'll defend anyone's right to
dare
make any
you?
joke, but like, it wasn't even that it was like over the line. It was just like, I'm just trying. I was.
Your jokes are not safe here. This is not a safe space.
I'll take bed of horses, but not that. But like Naked as We Came, at some point somebody needs to go, yeah, that's what we're calling it. I know it sounds to you. Come on. Are you? Yeah. In the comic strip, Bloom County.
So we never spoke ever again.
I hope not.
Oh, Bloom County?
Remember Bloom County?
Yeah, of course.
Opus had a book called Naked Came I. That was the name of his biography. So you gave them a
Sounds like
4-track recording of Naked as We Came.
Say that in Yoda's voice.
Naked came I.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Swish!
Wait a minute!
No net.
That was amazing!
No net.
Naked came I.
I didn't even hear it.
You just put it on the table right there.
It was right there.
Put it right there.
I just put a cupcake. Boom! And a shout out to our sponsor. That was amazing. Where are we?
I order everything online, so why would blinds be different? Why am I going to a store under fluorescent lighting to look at blinds all day? There's a better way to buy blinds, shades, shutters, and drapery, and it is called 3-Day Blinds. They are the leading manufacturer of high-quality custom window treatments in the U.S., and right now you can use my URL, 3dayblinds.com/weird. They're running a buy one, get one half off deal. 50% off the second one. They bring the showroom to you. It's so easy. A professionally trained design consultant with like 10 plus years of experience comes to your home, helps you choose what actually works in your space, and gives you a free, no obligation quote the same day. And then they handle everything, which is great for me. Design, measure, install, no guessing, no stress. Plus you can choose from thousands of options, including light filtering, blackout, and even motorized blinds that work with Alexa, which is honestly amazing. We are doing this for our game room. We're putting blackout curtains or shades up in there. Black it out. Zelda, big screen, amazing. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/weird for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, shutters, and drapery blinds. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, head to 3dayblinds.com/weird. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the number 3 dayblinds.com/weird.
Throwing me in here.
Yep, Pete and Val ad, really throwing her in here. Hey, this episode is brought to us by Article, which Val ordered for us and loved it so much. I was like, you have to do the ad with us. We love when something shows up at your house and you immediately go, this is legit. And that is how we feel about our amazing Article furniture. Val, what did we get?
We got
Tell 'em.
2 gorgeous lounge chairs for the pool.
Tossed the old rickety, broken, moldy
Absolutely.
wooden ones. Gone.
These ones you can wipe clean. They don't get
They look amazing.
They look amazing.
They up-leveled the house. It's like John Wick's house.
That's right.
We live in John Wick's house.
That's right. We also got a new rug that I'm obsessed
Amazing.
with, like
Feels good.
barefoot
It's a
skating
good
on.
barefoot skater.
It's so
solid,
soft.
well-made, no weird assembly nightmare. It's that clean, modern style that works with everything. And we love that Article doesn't do a million things. They just curate really beautiful, high-quality pieces that are built to last. So whatever your vibe is, mid-century, cozy, coastal, or that Scandinavian minimal thing, you can find it at Article. Shipping was fast, smooth, and if you want, they'll even handle assembly. They got a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, which we did not need because we were 30 seconds guaranteed. We're in.
That's right.
Article.
Our satisfaction was guaranteed.
It was there. I liked it. So you can try it out and make sure you like it if you need that 30-day satisfaction. We did not. Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. To claim, visit article.com/weird and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout. That's article.com/weird for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. Thank you, Val.
You're welcome.
Did they have you re-record it, or was it the 4-track recording of Naked as We Came?
Oh no, that was a little later. That was
okay.
one I did in a studio.
Okay.
They were,
but the first one that they released,
especially when I said, I think this is one we should release, and you should say it to everyone. Write it in emails and send it out to everyone. You're like, you sure you want to call it this?
It's getting marked as spam a lot. Naked as We Came. New release, Naked as We Came. Spreading everywhere. That went to my spam.
So it's released.
Sam's latest huge release on 7-inch. His 7-inch is about to release naked as we came. Are you ready? Streaming now. Wouldn't have been that. Wouldn't have been that. But the first one that they released was the 4-track. Like you didn't redo it.
Yeah, just over the house, yeah.
And did that... This seems like a classic story. Your musician friend gives your tape
I know.
to these guys. They released the thing, and then Sub Pop reached out to you.
I know.
I'm sorry.
All cake after that.
All cake.
Yeah, get in.
I feel like
Get in there.
Like people are going to be like, okay, boomer to us. Like you and I are two guys that were just like, just get out there. Just get out there. Do your stuff. Get out there.
I know. A lot of times people ask me for advice. I'm like,
Start
I am
in
not the person
1994 is your advice.
Yeah, I'm not the person to offer advice.
Yeah.
On.
And then what was the transition like to live? I mean, did you like it?
No, it was horrifying. I didn't like it at all because I was accustomed to the sound. I didn't even like going in the studio. I mean, I wanted to, and I wanted to learn. So the time I did the second record, I wanted to go into a studio, but it's really hard to change because I felt like everything I was doing was so depending on the sound that I was getting, just a reaction. It wasn't like, I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to put this mic and it's going to sound like this. I was like, ding, 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 and you would hear what you were getting and then you would change.
Yeah.
And it was all reactionary. I still feel that way. Honestly, it's really hard for
But
me
when you're
to,
in the studio, are you not plugged into
I just
yourself?
gotten used to it. It was a new sound. It was like, you remember the first time you heard your voice recorded and you were like, who's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that over and over again, like in different...
In the studio.
Yeah.
Because am I hearing you right that in a studio you don't have headphones on and you're just kind of playing and they're listening to you?
Oh, no.
No?
I mean, you can do it that way.
Yeah.
I've done it that way before.
But then what's the difference if you're doing it on a 4-track or doing it in a studio?
It's just the mic you're using and just the fidelity or the room. Yeah, just
like
ambient
better.
sound. It's different.
In quotes, it's better.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's definitely a higher fidelity. And, it's like, that was the original.
Right, but like
weird.
that, like the
that's just
of a
ambient.
tape is like nice.
Yeah.
You know
it's a
Elliott
thing.
Smith's first record, you can hear
Yeah,
him
yeah.
pressing record.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it adds to the...
Right.
Like they could have taken that out, but it adds to it.
Totally.
And they all have the and like another track fades in and you hear hear another.
Yeah.
But that gives it
Totally.
a certain analog quality. And now, if I'm hearing you right, you're in like a pin drop. Like we can can isolate that if you want. And you're like, it was freaking you out.
Yeah, and you just have to react and adapt and adjust. I mean, I still feel that way almost every time you go into a different concert hall. I mean, that's what sound check is for,
Right.
And then when the people fill up the room,
It's different.
It's different again. It's just you're constantly adjusting.
That's why they're starting to sell tickets to the sound check. It's awful. They're so greedy. You have to sell out sound check. It's one song.
Yeah,
Same price.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Brutal. Because we needed to sound the same. But then, so your first show, were you shitting a brick? Sorry if you get asked this a lot, but I am genuinely curious.
Yeah, I was petrified.
Yeah. Where was it?
You feel oddly enough, I got asked to open up a tour, a 3-act tour with Isaac Brock's, not Modest Mouse, but his other thing, Ugly Casanova. He was
Confident Cat?
Yeah,
His other project? Peaches and, what was it? Plumsy Peaches? Plumsy Peaches opens for Confident Cat. Modest Mouse's alternate. It's a Garth Brooks. What was his? Garth Brooks, and what was his persona?
Chris
Gaines.
yeah.
Chris Gaines. Confident Cat. Okay, so that's awful, by the way. Thank you for laughing.
Consummate Cat.
Consummate Cat is better than Modest. Modest Mouse opposite is actually Consummate Cat. So you were going to open, and there's a big tour. Am I like? It
I
wasn't.
wonder where that came from. I don't know
Modest Mouse?
the origination of that. Maybe it's Scaredy Cat or something.
Modest Mouse.
Yeah. Modest Mouse?
You mean Modest Mouse?
You mean Modest
You
Mouse?
talking the origins of Modest Mouse?
Yeah, I wonder what it was. Did you ever?
Modest Mouse.
I don't know.
I'd like to know.
I think it was the original alliteration, perhaps.
Could be.
Yeah.
It's often very disappointing. Like counting
Oh, the
crows.
name.
We were
yeah.
just counting some crows. It's like That's why, bro, I'd like to put this by you. Every biopic is stupid because writing music is stupid.
Yeah,
I'm not even trying. Writing
No,
comedy
agreed.
is stupid.
Agreed.
Nothing is cool in the
Strong
making
agree.
of it.
Yeah.
I don't care who it was. And they try to make. There's only one choice, which is the Amadeus choice.
Yeah.
Which is what they did in
Amadeus.
Amadeus. They did it in Don't Think Twice. No, what the Bob Dylan movie they just did.
Yeah, yeah.
What is it called? A Complete Unknown, right? Don't Think
yeah.
Twice is Mike Birbiglia's wonderful
Right.
movie. A Complete Unknown, they did the Amadeus thing, which is like, whoops, these all fell out of my ass, done.
Oh, that's
Like,
my favorite.
that's my favorite too.
All the arts movies, especially like the ones about painters. There's always
Whoops.
the montage of them sweating and just going, smoking cigarettes, and
Yeah.
thing, furiously thing, and then they just shit a painting.
That's right. Pollock. Are we thinking of Pollock right
All
now?
of them.
I mean,
Name
like,
one.
They're just like, whoops, it was amazing. Because making art is stupid.
Boring as
It's
fuck.
stupid. That's every biopic sucks. I don't want to see it. Freddie Mercury being like,
Your biopic is not safe here.
that's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. And Picasso being like, maybe blue. Like he's eating
Honestly-
a blueberry and he's like, blue, and we push in. That's fucking stupid. We don't need to see the process. The thing is the thing.
You have to embrace the idea that all movies are a dream, though.
Yeah, okay, you're right. That's why
Even ones that are trying to be real are a dream.
I agree with you. And that's
And so
why I
it's
like
the dream that everyone wants to see.
But a complete unknown, let's go full dream and be like, just like, whoops, and it ain't no use to sit. I want to hear, the real one was like, don't even worry about sitting around and thinking about why we broke up, my lord. How do I say my lord? Ifin you don't know by now? I want to see Bob Dylan's like cousin be like, Ifin? That's the real. Hey, Bob, Ifin sucks. Ifin, you don't rewrite that lyric. It just cuts to him at the folk festival getting a standing ovation. Yeah, that's what art is.
That's the real.
And Mozart wasn't that way either. I watched Amadeus. I love Amadeus, and I looked it up, and it was like, that is not historically
I
accurate
bet you do
in
a
the
good,
least.
do a good. What's
Amadeus?
that? What was the actor's name?
Yeah.
Tom, was it?
I defecated in my trousers. Yeah. But it's not true. The whole like, I just hear them in my head, but that's the only story we want to hear because we want to be off the hook.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be like, I'd
Yeah,
write a
exactly.
symphony, but I don't have that
Exactly.
gift. Well,
Exactly.
neither did he.
Exactly. No, I mean it's an
I mean,
exaggeration.
he did, but he didn't.
Yeah.
But so do
Oh,
you.
he did,
but maybe
but
don't.
you know,
He had
there-
more of it.
It's an exaggeration, but I mean, the fact that he was so much more than the rest of us.
For sure.
But
At the end of
it's
the
just,
day,
that's the thing. It's a dream. You have to just see them as a dream. It's like everything is exaggerated. Time slips around.
Yes.
In this way that a dream does. You're like, oh, now we're in the kitchen. Oh, what?
You're absolutely right.
Now I'm in a cake.
In that lens, we can forgive all things.
Yeah.
It's completely true.
Yeah.
I'm just riffing. I talk out the other side of my face and say you're absolutely right.
What I don't like, I mean, I'm fine with the montage. It's just, it's so such a consistent cliche. It's like, geez, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I think it's the same thing with like gurus and teachers. It's like we want them all to be perfect. We want Jesus to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like
Who?
Christ
Who? No.
of Nazareth. And you're like, oh, Nazareth.
That Jesus.
Nazareth.
That Jesus.
Back then you had to say where you were from.
I read a book recently called The Testament of Mary. Lately, it was interesting.
What was that?
It was like a historical fiction, but just sort of like taking Mary's idea.
Okay. Older book or newer?
No, pretty new.
Pretty new.
Anyway,
What did you take away from it?
Mary was pissed,
Pissed?
also afraid.
Yeah.
That's
Did
it.
they go with
It was a novella, so I didn't
knocked
get a whole
up
lot of it.
by the Lord kind of flavor, or was
They
it like
didn't really talk
Joseph's
about. Oh,
flavor?
she basically said that was all. She was also like, it was more about her describing the disciples as shifty and some of them as like zealots.
Oh.
Or just seeking power and like creating a myth to sit
Interesting.
to.
But that is
for their purposes,
I'm not throwing shade on the disciples.
I mean, we're all buddies.
Lord knows I'm tight
Yeah.
with all 12. Even Judas. We've gotten past it.
But everyone has their pros and cons. We're
Well,
all human.
The one that's fun that I probably say a lot is that the gospel writers bend over backwards, and it's actually kind of funny
Yeah.
to describe why Jesus is going to John the Baptist.
Yeah.
Because Jesus was a student of John the Baptist.
Oh, I didn't
He was
know
like
that.
following him around.
Oh,
He
wow.
was his teacher. So he was in this group. Some
Right.
might call it a cult.
Yeah.
He's in this group in the desert with this like very eclectic leader.
I think it was just something to do then.
No, there was
Where are you
no,
going?
there was
Let's go
no
there.
internet.
Yeah.
There was no Crest toothpaste. There was nothing to do. Everybody smelled horrible.
Boring.
Go in the desert, learn about your God nature. But like the gospel writers are like, give it a look. It's funny. They'll be like, and Jesus, even though he didn't need it, he accepted baptism from John the Baptist, even though it was beneath him. Like they go out of their way to
Yeah.
be like, it's
Yeah.
just exactly
They've
like.
extracted all this
And
logical.
Michael Jordan was pretty good, even though the coach had to show him how to switch his hands. He didn't need it. Like if you were going to deify him
He
even
could have
more.
just risen up, flew over to the basket, and be like that.
Slam dunk contest. He is risen. I mean, it's right there. We love people that are flying. We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. We usually we kind of found our way here. We're towards, I don't know. We can end whenever we want, but like, you were raised fundy,
Pretty religious. Yeah.
pretty religious.
Yeah. Religious.
Don't be religious. And what did that do for you? Show me where religion touched you. Show me on your psyche where religion touched you.
I mean, yeah, it was, it was where I grew up. It was in the water. And so the stories are very important to me because they were laid down
Jezebel.
very early.
But cultural literacy, I feel the same way.
And also, yeah, and
They're
just
good stories.
Yeah, and just I mean, I literally had a realization that when I started having children, I was like, are they going to know, these moral lessons that I had examined, story lessons, because that's how you learn.
Yeah.
Stories. He was like, I got a little worried, not thinking out, of course they're going to experience in their life and you can talk to them about things.
Right.
But, I just knowing that that's how I learned it and
Right.
not thinking about what else to do. And before you had kids, it's just, they're here. Now I got to figure out this plan.
Right.
Yeah, I had a moment where I was like, oh man, you don't really think about what role it played in your life
In a
before
positive
you
way.
start. Yeah, in a positive way. Yeah, because at the time I was really angry. I felt I was given this way of thinking, and then went to college and read apocryphal texts and was like, oh, okay, so the Bible is a book that people wrote, not actually. Just
Didn't
you
fall
start
from
thinking
heaven
about
on a
it
parachute.
yourself. And I think I was angry for a while, just feeling duped.
Mm-hmm.
Not that like the teachings weren't important, or it was like this is all bullshit. Because I mean, it's all good to hear. It's just the specifics and the details are a little tricky sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But you have to get over that feeling.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And so my kids were coming along and just sort of learning my relationship with it. And I was angry at the time, and it was one of those moments where like, oh wait, let's just step back and just appreciate it for what's good about it, and figure out what role it's going to play in your life now.
What was something that was good about it? And if you don't have it on the tip of your brain right now, that's fine. But I'm curious. I go right to like, oh, they're asking Abraham to murder Isaac.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm glad Leela won't know that story per se. Oh, you like that story?
The thing. Oh, you say the things that you won't.
I go right to kind
You're
of like,
saying because it meant that I could kill my children when they are
this is
annoying
my
me.
Miami moment all over again. I'm like, whoa, take it easy. No, I just mean like there's just stuff in there. A lot of it made me like a little paranoid. Like even Jesus is purported to have said, if you have lust for a woman, you've committed adultery with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Dude, I remember, just to interrupt you real
this
quick.
is your episode.
I
know it doesn't sound like it.
I grew up in this, where you were told about the rapture like over and over again as a reason to do what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
but I knew that I wasn't going. I mean, I wanted to go, but I knew that I was,
You're
I
gonna be
knew
left
what I
behind?
did.
You're going to get Cameron?
And so every time, I would call out for my mom and she would be somewhere and couldn't hear me and I wouldn't hear. I was like, well, I guess I'm alone. I mean, literally that.
Mom. Mom. Rapture.
So I had a plan, like,
Just immediately start masturbating. Just like, yeah,
it's all cake from now on.
it's all cake for me. Sammy's coming up roses. But
It's a different perspective, when you just stuff they didn't think about, what you might accidentally put in a kid's brain.
Of course. Up until I'd say probably 15 years ago, 10 years ago, every time there was an end of the world Bible group, I would worry about it.
Yeah.
Like 10 years, that's 36 years old. I'd still be kind of like
Totally, yeah.
a little worried about it. And even though we're laughing about it, that is a heavy burden to put on a kid.
You can laugh about it now.
We can laugh now, but that is in your wiring. So that's sort of nasty. But the question is, like, when it comes to something positive that you do want to tell your kids or that you have told your kids,
Yeah.
what would you say?
Oh, mostly like the general thing. I mean, it's amazing how many people don't, love your neighbor as yourself, or you know what I mean. Like these kinds. It's amazing how many people don't take that to heart.
Yeah.
Or some of the most basic, even like more Eastern edges of the philosophy. I mean,
I was going to say, what you do for them, you've done unto me.
Yeah.
Like
That's
when
what
I
I
was
mean,
a
yeah.
kid, I took that to mean that's Jesus, and now
Yeah.
I take it as like that's all of us.
Yeah.
Like
Treat-
what I do to you, I do to me.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
all-
Treat people the way that you want to be treated, like because we are all feeling the same things. We're all
Yes.
those things are important. But
Mm-hmm.
there's also I'm happy that they don't walk around with the kind of baggage that I was talking about before.
Yeah. It's funny, we had Father Greg Boyle on this pod, and he talked about the mystical lens, which I really appreciated that he named, which is the lens you look at the text with and go like, well, maybe just not that one, which
Yeah.
growing up, I was like, that was the biggest sacrilege. You couldn't,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
took all of it.
Yeah,
You took
yeah.
all of it.
Right.
Even if it, like, even if you didn't know what it meant, you would just take the mainstream interpretation of it, even if that was completely wrong.
Yeah.
I really appreciated somebody who's a priest literally saying like, no, we're to do this. Like that's what we're doing anyway.
Yeah,
Let's
totally.
just name it.
It's all a slippery slope. I mean, whether you decide to be willy-nilly with your interpretation, then it's like, where does it end?
Yeah.
Or if you decide to be real literal with your interpretation,
Where does it end?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And Father Greg would say, the part of you that's looking, you have a sense, there's an intuition.
Yeah.
And I think that's true. I think there's like I joke that like, the internet will sometimes say draw Shrek without looking it up, and you draw it and you don't know why it's wrong, but
Right.
you look at it and you're like, that's wrong. But you can't like draw Snoopy.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it. But when I see Snoopy, I know it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I look. I'm not saying I can lead the world with my interpretation, but
No,
I have
know
my
what you mean.
own inner what Snoopy looks like.
Totally.
And when it says like women need to shut up in church, I'm like, that doesn't look like Snoopy to me. You know what I'm
Good way to
saying?
think of it, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think what we are deep down beyond our minds is something. There's a wisdom to that. There's an intelligence to that, and we recognize it. We recognize it in qualities like freedom, like being free. I don't mean like a country. I
No,
mean like
I know what you
just
mean, yeah.
being free, like you in your house. We go like, that's right on.
Yeah,
That feels like me. I feel more like myself when I'm free.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a clue to my origin. What I am is a free, spacious place.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an accepting place. We could call that a loving place.
Yeah.
I feel when I'm in my loving, compassion, understanding, if I'm feeling patient, if I'm feeling a little bit quieter, a little bit more alert, what I am is alert. What I am is fresh.
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
am is present. And we can tell when we're aligned with those. I don't even want to call them virtues. I would say those aspects of what we are. And we can tell when we're pinched and we're closed and we're afraid. And that feels,
Yeah.
you correct me if I'm wrong, but those things feel added
Wrong.
to our nature. Yeah. They feel like
Wrong.
appearance. You say just wrong?
No. You said,
Well, in the way
correct
that
me
you
if I'm
add
wrong.
a storm cloud to a sky, it feels added. Like
Yeah,
when I'm
yeah.
really feeling like a dick,
Yeah.
I don't go like, this is the real me. I might worry it's the real me, but it does feel
Yeah.
a little inspection reveals that, oh no, that's something that's appearing inside of my spacious, loving true self.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Totally, yeah.
I think that's the lens.
I feel like, that's a good way to. I like that word, lens.
Lens.
It's a popular word these days.
Is it?
Yeah, it goes around.
People do
like
lens a
political
lot?
lens, like different political lenses and things.
What's your lens?
Yeah, exactly. But religion in particular, people come at it from so many different directions. At it, looking for a light in the fog.
Yeah.
And that could be from a place of fear or wanting to understand or a way to control other people. It just
Totally.
depends. Yeah.
Totally. And that's why I think it's important to put it up against not just your mind's intuition, but like, for lack of a better word, your heart's intuition. Like
Yeah.
And if you're not in your heart's intuition, if you're tense, if your shoulders are up, I have this joke, I say it all the time. I'm like, everybody, to say Enya again, everybody at their base is Enya. You know what I'm saying? Nobody sounds like death metal when you relax them down in their deep sleep. In your deep sleep,
You haven't met everybody.
I'm talking about deep sleep, not dream sleep.
To say in you again.
Enya.
Thank you.
Go ahead. To say Enya again.
Enya.
Enya sounds like a dip.
To say Enya again comes at a great sacrifice.
Wait, what is
that we
that?
must all pay. That to say Enya again comes at a sacrifice you are not really willing to pay.
Is this a reference to something?
No, it's just Mad Libs.
I also thought you were doing Pulp Fiction. Say Enya again. Enya? Does he look like a...
Do I look like Enya to you?
Hamburgers. Well, where are you at now? Any brief taste of your feeling? I mean, you have children.
Yeah.
That really kind of brings, or it did for me, into the foreground.
It lends perspective.
Yes. And it makes you wonder, like, what is going on here and what are we doing? Do you have I read that you're agnostic, which is...
Where'd you read that? No, dude.
On wikipedia.org. I had to donate $30, but tell me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go to church and stuff, and I don't. I have an issue with with organized religion. I think it's really important for the culture, like society, civilization.
Like the post office.
Exactly.
I'm not even joking.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like
true.
a cornerstone of a society.
Yeah, and I feel like the way, I mean, not to get on a soapbox or anything, but I feel like the way that the decline of religion has added to a lot of just the people trying to apply it to politics, and a lot
Like politics is kind of the new church.
Yeah, it is. Like
I haven't-
in not a great way, and it's
in
not,
not a great way,
and
yeah.
politics are not designed to absorb that.
That's exactly right. Yeah, wow.
And so it's very divisive. The way that religious wars were, were divisive.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
But and so I think religion's important, and I think it's an overall good. Obviously there's some problematic stuff, or people can use it for problematic things. But I just have a hard time. I don't belong to groups. I'm not a group person.
Enneagram 4. No, it's true. Me neither. Yeah.
It's the reason I'm a band with one permanent member.
The rest of y'all rotate. Ding, 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 ding. Get the fuck out of here. Ding, ding,
Ding, ding, bing, bong, bong, bong.
the fancy way. I love that you yes-anded my tuning riff. Love that. But you have, I'm going to put this to you. It sounds like you have an appreciation for a mystery or for life itself.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I feel like my, I don't meditate because I write, it's like the same thing for me.
For sure. I just did a retreat where the whole thing was writing as a spiritual practice, and I didn't know what that meant. My friend Mirabai Star led it, and it was like, it was like just like getting in that flow, and things are coming out, and people are connecting and crying, and but opening up and really tasting that sort of naked potential that you are. Creativity is very close to
centering and
yes, and the source.
Yeah.
Like whatever
So.
creation is, obviously, is very creative, I think. So,
I think so
I
too.
dig that. I dig that.
So too. And I mean, again, I don't have a thing against religion. I think it's, it's very great. Whatever mask it has on, it's great. I just, it's not for me.
Well, it's funny because like technology also can't absorb religion, and it's
a
trying.
tool. Yeah, it's like trying to put it into a
medicine.
a screwdriver set.
It's true. Medicine too. Ram Dass used to say like you go to a hospital. It's like hospitals are like churches, and the doctors are the priests, and then there's like the surgeon generals are the high priests, and because they're going to preserve your life, and we are sort of like. I don't have a fix for this. I do think I heard somebody. I don't know where I can say. I'm not worried about saying this. That like certain branches of churches they're all rebranding. I even called my old pastor. He wanted to talk. Like this was like 2 weeks ago, and it was just kind of that was the tone. Is like, people kind of admitting like exactly what you're saying, like commerce, like buying stuff, or being entertained, or politics, or sports, or technology can't replace what every other human civilization has had, which is some shared, and I think that's super important, shared story. Not a textbook, but a mythology, like a place, a container to put, even if all you're putting in it is, I don't know, but like cultures and humans have all done well, banded under some shared sense of what's going on here. Even if it's turtles all the way down, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I see a lot of that despondency and that isolation.
I do too. Yeah.
That I think could have been, or maybe we'll say, used to be addressed by some sense of clergy, some sense of religion. I think they're working on it. I hope.
We'll see what happens.
I don't like that. I feel like that's a moment in a documentary. You say that and it goes,
what could go
that
wrong?
was before Black Wednesday.
What could possibly go wrong? They'll figure it out.
Well, here's over. Janis Joplin says, fuck you. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, before we go, I've enjoyed every moment. Except when you said, no. I was curious. There are no AI soul covers of Iron and Wine songs, and I looked.
Oh, that's too bad.
Do you have any feeling on that?
AI?
On AI and music and
I mean, it's going to be interesting.
it's going to be interesting. Do you think, here's a more specific question. Do you think there's a world where the next generation, and I really mean these kids are like 15 right now, will move it forward in a way that in one hand is AI stuff, in the same way that we used to think like sampling was, this is dumb. People make this point
I know
better
what
than
you
me.
mean.
But do you think there's a future where somebody is like, here's my heart and my soul, and here's the tools that I just grew up with. It was normal, and I'm going to do this with it.
There definitely will be.
You think so?
Yeah. I think
agree with that.
it's a tool that we don't know how to conceptualize. We don't even know how to think about what could create.
What it could do.
It's like, trying to talk to someone about the internet in
91.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be 1991.
But you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
some technological or electricity to someone before electricity. It's hard to understand.
I guess I'm trying to put out there and see if you agree, and it sounds like you do, just a little bit of optimism. On one hand, I'm
totally.
like, oh no, this is...
Oh no, me too. There's two sides of the coin, and they're very opposite to me.
Oh, no,
One of them's
and
like,
also like-
holy shit. And then the other side is like, wow, that's amazing.
I use it sparingly for anybody that I just don't want people to jump down because I know the environmental costs and all that. But I was in a band in high school, and I'll go on a Suno or whatever, and I'll hum it and sing it, and then I'll play it to my friend who is in the band, and it'll fix it in like some really interesting ways.
But even what you said about the environment, I mean, we don't know. You could set the AI eventually could solve
right, you don't know.
what those solve those problems.
I actually was. I thought the same thing too. I was like, when are we going to start getting it on the big problems? Because I was like,
I think it's going to be very soon.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Because even when you look at like I feel like the potential of solving anything that could be solved with thinking potentially will be solved. And I'm talking about crazy tragedies, isolation. Like there are, if a solution could be formulated from people thinking about it for 100 years, it'll do it.
Right.
And it'll be something we don't know. And I'm with you. I'm like, please be the environment. Please be violence. Please be illness.
I think it will be. I think it'll be all those. I mean, I think it's very easy to think about it in a doomsday situation because that's where our brains go very easy. It's harder to think of all the incredible things that we couldn't even imagine that it could achieve.
Including art. I just catch myself going, what would Andy Warhol, if Andy Warhol was 15 years old right now and you told him there was a thing that will do anything.
You go, oh, cool.
Oh, cool. Suck my dick, bitch. Like he's a real piece of shit.
Cool.
Who cares? Get me tapas. I don't know why we're making him this way. But you know what I mean? Like I always go to Steven Spielberg used to go in the desert with a 35 millimeter camera and shoot movies. And if you had that kid growing up now, I could see paralysis. Like, why would I do anything? I can do it. But I also see there's a Tarantino out there that's going, a little Tarantino that's going, I can make my car blow up. Like, how cool is that? Like special effects. And I understand these are jobs. Please don't. I feel like I'm pretty well informed on all of the complexities.
There's nothing that
I'm just saying there's also this potential.
It's going to be complex, but you're not in charge of whether it happens or not. It's happening.
Right.
The thing is going to change everything.
Right.
I mean, not overnight. Some things will change very quickly, but other things will take a long. But it's going to change everything.
You can say no to this. We could play that voice memo you just played into Suno and say generate lyrics in the style of Iron Wine. And it would do it. It's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
But you probably let's not upload your. Because I don't want to say a real song. I'm also a little aware that like this might become a species, and saying things like that's a real song and an AI song is not a real song. I'm not even joking.
I don't think it's going to be a thing anymore. I don't think. I mean,
oh really?
Eventually, I mean, it's just
that's
going
what
to change.
We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, it's going to just change the way all data and the way we experience. That's my point. It's hard to get too upset about it because you don't even know
what you're getting upset about.
The scary thing is that it's just change.
Yeah.
You don't even know. I mean, there's very specific things people can imagine to be afraid of it, but I just mean the whole anxiety about what it's bringing,
right,
good or bad. It's just that it's changing. We don't even know how to.
You're worrying about a spaceship that's landing, right. Basically. And that's actually something, because I went a little too far into AI news, and then I was like, I eventually unplugged because I realized every video was called, "You are not ready for this," or I was like, wait, we're talking about the unknown.
Right.
The unknown.
Yeah. Right.
And you know what sells when there's a lot of unknown is a lot of people being like, I actually know.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've already been really wrong. And I'm not saying this to look down on anybody. I'm just saying a lot of people were like, by the time we're here now, it would look like this. They were wrong. It looks different.
Yeah.
It changes. And that's something we call reality.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to give like false confidence. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? But I do feel like there's going to be just as many incredible benevolent miracles then.
Right.
As it'll be a big mix of all good and bad.
Because, you know why? Because everything else is.
Yeah.
That's what the world is.
Yeah. But you just think about all the pros and cons of what's happened with the internet, in the last, couple of decades when, in the 90s you got emails like, that's cool, whatever.
Right. Right. And when you look at brain rot, I flew to Miami for the show. The lady in the seat next to me was on her phone doing TikTok the whole 6 hours. And I was like, holy shit. It's almost like I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed. TikTok the whole time. I had my hat. I had to put it down over my eyes because it was driving me. I'm like that. But she was just swipe the whole 6 hours. We landed. She took out a second phone. I was like, oh, that's how you're doing it. You got another phone. This lady got another phone.
Back up.
So we got brain
talk.
rot. And also, while I was on that flight, I realized I didn't have an Uber picking me up, and I scheduled it in the sky to pick me up. So I mean, that's right there.
You know
I have this
mean?
woman, I could hear her brain. I could smell it. It could smell like Jimmy Dean.
Twitching.
It was ready. Breakfast was ready. And
You're like,
I had a schedule.
ooh, that's good.
Juicy. She's like, that's me. I was like, okay. And the car picked me up without any wait when I landed. It was crazy. It was insane. So
crazy.
yeah, you're right.
I mean, I'm not saying no one should be worried. I'm just not sure what to be worried about at the moment. Which fantasy to be worried about.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I don't think this is going to be cut into a documentary about the idiots that were like before the tripods come.
Take me.
Yeah, and just an intercut.
Yeah.
And they're like really sinister, so they play this clip for us while we're being fried.
You human fools.
Human fools. I do appreciate the perspective that everyone's guess assumes they're just as shitty and horrible as we are. Why not think that the aggregate of all human knowledge and experience would be Martin Luther King Jr.? Why wouldn't it be Gandhi? Why is it always your sadistic neighbor that's torturing a bird?
Survival instinct.
Yes, and which they won't have, which they don't have.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
look,
You're funny.
I like to add a little. You're so talented. I'm in this movie, Saint Peter. You did the soundtrack.
Yeah.
It elevated the film so much.
Oh, thanks, man.
Did you know he played? Josh played your music.
Oh, did he?
On
Oh,
set.
awesome. Oh, that's
So
cool.
it would be like, which I had never had before, and it really helped.
That's
It,
awesome.
Like helped us
That's
drop
awesome.
into these scenes.
Gives
and
you a vibe. Yeah, the vibe.
So
That's
I'm
fun.
so
That's
happy
cool.
that we got to work together. Sort of.
Me too,
Enjoy
man.
it.
Your performance was amazing. I was like, holy
Oh,
cow.
glad. Oh, thanks, man.
You can not talk in some parts.
Can you believe it?
Okay with you. It was
Can
just
you
such.
believe- No,
it
no,
was
no.
such a steady, quiet thing. It was very.
Oh, I'm happy
it was
to
a
hear that.
really powerful performance.
I couldn't watch. I haven't watched it yet. Josh was like, "Watch it before you interview him." And I know it's great. Judy Greer is in it. She saw it. She said
Yeah,
it's great.
you guys
said
all
it's great.
did great.
I'm sure it's great. I'm just. It's not passive for me.
Yeah, yeah.
To
no,
watch
I
it would be
hear.
letting
I
in
don't
a
listen to my
whole lot of
records
stuff.
at
You
all
get it.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. It's not fun.
I can't. I don't know if I'll ever see it.
I get just too in my head about you're not actually watching. You're like thinking,
No.
about analyzing at the same time.
If
It's
you,
hard.
whatever you're doing when you're watching your own work, I think I'm worse. I think whatever that is, it made me understand. I wish I were as cool as Adam Driver, but he doesn't watch his stuff, and I'm just like, I think I get it. And it's not that he's cool; it's that he's
Too busy counting $1 million bills.
too busy going Star Wars signing conventions. Girls conventions. He does the girls. He does that girls
was
circuit.
really good.
No,
The girls circuit?
Was it good? Did I get in there?
Yeah.
I'm Kylo Ren. I can't. I need to hear someone else do it first.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I
It
just
can't
think
get any better?
Yeah, I don't think so. Again,
Thank
if you
you.
tried it again, dry stone.
Oh, Lena. Nope. Sounds like Tony Robbins. Lena, we need to embrace the giant. I love Tony
Sound like
Robbins.
the guy of Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, wait, was she a great fat person? Yeah, dude. Thank you for being here. Take some
you.
Modern Mammals because that's the shampoo I use. This isn't an ad. I actually think you'll love it. Yeah, you do eat it. But you got that hair type. Kids that grew up in the 90s wanting that, it'll
hair.
make it, it'll
That
keep
hair.
it that way.
They do the thing.
You'll do it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Would you say keep it crispy? It's just how we end. I should say I'm just so touched that you took the time to do it.
It's my pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you for being here. And anything you need to plug, we'll do it up front. So
Okay.
you don't have to worry about
Thanks
it.
a lot, man.
But will you
Thanks.
say keep it crispy?
Keep it crispy.
The official.